Hi everyone, Chris Hillier here with the LaRose Real Estate team, and I'm super excited to finally kick off my very first episode of Homes with Hills. The very first topic I wanted to shed some light on today seems very well suited for what's happening in our markets. Now, of course, we're all well aware of how chaotic it has been, strong seller's market, so it's been tough on the buy side. So of course, if you're in the market for yourself or for your family, it begs the question, why wouldn't you want a buyer's team or a buyer's agent on your side? So I want to go ahead and I want to break down 3 key areas and discuss some very important points. One of the biggest misconceptions that buyers have is that by going directly to the list agent, they're going to be saving some money. In not having representation, they feel as though there's no agent having to be paid on their end, they're going to save that on the price. The challenge here is that it's very short-sighted, because you need to remember that the list agent represents the seller. That's their client. So they have a legal and fiduciary duty to them. So full representation, full stop. So if your intent as the buyer is to try to secure that property at the best possible price, it's just not possible. It's not going to happen.
Gazy fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist.
So if anything, you're going to end up spending more money. And especially in markets like what we're experiencing right now, we have had a lot of people reach out that do not have representation. And in multiples, they still feel that their offer is going to be improved by, again, trying to remove that commission. But it's just not a fair playing field with that strategy. So at the end of the day, what we need to remember is that if you don't have representation on your side, you're definitely not going to secure the property at the best possible price. There are countless benefits why it's so crucial to work with a buyer representative. But no one point is greater than to connect with a neighborhood expert. They will be the ones that have the pulse on the neighborhood property values, the history and the trajectory of where the price points are going, understanding the go-to schools, what's happening in the community, the transit, and more. Now, of course, we can't be the expert in every neighborhood, so we're gonna go ahead and do all the research for you.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.
And in markets like these, if you're putting in an offer up against multiples, you're gonna wanna know that you have a competitive offer, and if you're going well over and above the price point, that it's going to appraise by the bank. So that's where I lead to my next point. When you decide to work with the LaRose team, you get 16 people working diligently on your behalf. 16! Wouldn't you do everything in your power in these markets to have an unfair advantage? I know I would.
Rick, where'd you get a hand grenade?
I don't know.
And we're also gonna pair you up with our professional partners, our mortgage broker, lawyer, home inspectors, and more. Why wouldn't you want a buying team on your side? Underneath it all, we just care. We care for the families that we service. And so I encourage you, the same way a family should be interviewing realtors to see if there's a good fit there to list their home, it's the same way with a buyer. You want to ensure that you have the right buyer's team on your side. And so when that time comes, I hope you give myself and the LaRose team that opportunity to help you and your family in your journey.